Get I'm
Where are they
going
going?
Reloading.
Oh, they planted B.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted. B.
Enemy spotted B.
Here comes his gun. Run.
Oh,
Enemy remaining.
she's in that corner. Yeah.
Listen, it's a sniper only challenge. That is me. I am on the scene.
Revealing area.
Shot
I
it.
just recorded that.
Actually
I just
seems
recorded that.
Oh, Rory.
You're welcome, everyone.
I don't even understand what's happening right now. I feel like I'm on another plane of existence right now.
Love how they do cocaine.
Oh, you're ruining a stream. Okay, where do you want this bolt, Dakota?
Like,
Left or right?
right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, they over there.
Yep.
Out of charges.
Oh my god, baby.
What?
That fucking bruschetta.
From Pizza Nova? Yeah, it does.
Should I get two of
Last
them and
player
just,
standing.
with the cheese? Oh.
It was really good last time.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Pardon?
I think
Yeah, you should get a pizza too then. Yeah. You just check on these.
Oh,
They think they're so
Fast steak you get.
secure.
But I always get the filet mignon.
I wonder why she gets that steak.
The only one I've tried.
What? Oh. Try another one.
No, I feel like I won't like it as much as I like.
get a Wagyu.
They don't have those at the keg. We always get like the. I forget what it's called. You get like the whole meal. It comes with the salad, and everything. It's really good.
Oh,
Did they actually just wall off me?
Spike down A.
Like what
Yeah.
Goonies, bro? What Goonies?
Here.
No.
Not good.
You get the cans because every time we get the bottles, we always.
Oh, of course she's right there.
Anyways, coming to res you.
Oh my god, Grim, no way.
That was unpleasant.
Right there, right there, right there.
Yes, yeah.
She's low.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, she's on A. Damn.
Nice.
That's me! That's me! I'm not Caillou!
It seems these strangers want me dead.
What?
Does he say that's because he says that's me?
Yep.
Like in this theme song.
Oh.
Do we not have scissors anywhere?
I think in
In the bathroom. Are you watching like Kim Kardashian?
There is problem.
Is that why you were asking if she was the one who got big on makeup? Because it wasn't.
Sex tape.
Got big because of, yeah, because of Kanye's sex tape.
And now she thinks she's all that 'cause it's like.
Yeah, she's fucking insane. Fuck! Stop blinding me!
Oh my! I literally died.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
Spike down B.
Cutting through. Flash out.
Have the
30
spike, just
seconds left.
defend it.
Okay, so today we're making
You can stay.
Last round before the switch.
We cannot
Nope.
keep our goods after this. Spend
Fuck
all.
you.
Yo, look at the scoreboard, Justin.
Yeah, Rory's carrying.
I got the off.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? You wanna play that game, eh?
The carry is here. Let's do it.
I know, I'm right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, right.
What are you carrying? One grocery bag?
An apple.
And I'm eating it.
all of your home pizza oven questions you ever had. I know I've been through a lot of different ovens in my career, and all I have to say is this
I hear B.
is genuinely the best. It's not gigantic pizza dough.
If it's an op battle you want, it's an op battle you're gonna get.
That makes the most
You will not kill my allies!
But today we're talking about Neapolitan pizza, so with all that said,
Oh my god, I got 2 kills with off. That's not bad. They're all there. Roy, you go left. Yeah.
Last player standing.
Oh, it's all you. Yeah.
but within the and a Roman style pizza. But wait, not just any Roman
You got this.
pizza, specifically pizza.
Take flight.
Spike planted.
Okay, start to slow walk now.
I need everyone to just take a step back and listen up, brother. There are rules here.
I am the hunter.
Pizza number 1. The sauce must contain
No, it goes through all.
Roy, you shoot through walls.
The carry.
Pardon?
The carry.
Switching sides.
Yeah, that shoot throughs every wall, right? So you don't have to like move with it. You can literally just hide behind the wall and shoot it.
So first let's
That
start
would be
with our
good to
dough,
know.
which is the foundation here.
That's how you.
With 512 grams of
And if you look at like your mini map, it shows you like the line of where it's gonna
Papa no keys.
go.
Keep exact numbers. So to your water, you have 3 to 4 grams of instant yeast. If it's more warm and humid in your area, then go with the lower number. Stir that together and let that sit for 5 minutes. Then in a large bowl, add 800 grams of double OTO flour.
On the ground with them.
16 grams of fine sea salt. Mix that together with the flour until
Hmm?
incorporated. Then to your
Zach.
flour, add all of your
Oh.
water and mix
Back
by
in the
hand.
stairs.
Mix that just until a shaggy dough forms. And the flour is fully hydrated. Cover the plastic up and let it rest at room temperature for 20 minutes.
Remove.
From the bowl, place it on the work surface, and give it some good old
Reloading.
Roy, you have bombs, so careful.
For you.
Reloading.
I'm dead.
She,
Oh,
down
Roy.
mid.
she's right there.
Oh my god.
The slap and fold motion for about
Way to go,
1 minute
Dakota.
until the dough starts to turn smooth. Transfer that back to your bowl and rest for 15 more minutes. Then you guessed it, brother. Once again, slap and fold for 1 to 2 more minutes or until the dough is
I don't have a spike.
Bless you. Oh my god.
olive oil. Place it back into the bowl, cover completely with plastic wrap. And I mean, it's weird and
Pull up, yeah.
then really
He's up there.
One less.
Other one.
son to have a beautiful son.
One enemy remaining. Last player
He's
standing.
in mid.
Cook could transversely be done at room temp in about 4 to 6 hours. Once
He's
your
gonna hear you.
He's had a good night's rest.
You're better! I don't care if he hears me, cause I'm better!
What he desires. Just kidding. His life goal is
They must have a death wish or
to
something.
keep things exact. You're then going to divide your dough
But he
into
did
5
hear me.
even pieces, which should contain about 250 grams each. Then Then squish out any
He
excess
was like
air,
ready
fold
to
the sides
go.
to the middle, flip it so it's seam side down.
Until he met the kid. The kid.
Until you get a medium doit ball. Place it into a proofing box or in a baking sheet that's dusted with flour.
I wonder what I should use. Oh, don't worry. I'll just grab myself Marshall. Sniper's only challenge.
Now cover that with its lid or another inverted rim baking sheet and let that enemy spotted mid until they're easy to stretch and maneuver in very lightweight puff. While those are proofing, let's quickly make our sauce. Very simply, you'll need one 24-ounce can of proper peeled San Marzano tomatoes, or fresh ones if you can get them. Last, take them out of the can and lightly squeeze out their excess water out over a sieve. Set in a bowl, add all of your flesh. Right there. Tomato.
No.
Careful, someone's coming behind you, Roy.
2.5 tablespoons
Oh my God, babe. Yes.
of extra virgin olive oil. Process that until it's extremely smooth. Season your salt and an optional light.
What do you have, mister? You have something you're not supposed to have. Come on.
I literally shot her ear.
You just need mozzarella.
Is this what you're carrying around, mister? Weirdo. Come on.
Before you shape your pizza, you're gonna preheat your pizza oven. Here, I'm using the brand new Unikaru 16. Pick your fuel of choice. You wanna do whole wood? Then pop it, light up, and let her rip. You want charcoal? Cool. Toss those
Just stay there,
back
Roy.
in,
I think they're gonna come.
30 seconds left.
Or if you want to be Mr.
Yeah,
Scientist,
there might be another one to your
temperature,
right.
then connect it to a
Yeah.
propane tank and get it pumping. Whichever fuel option you want is up to you.
Oh, run, 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 run. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. Let's go. Go, turn around, turn around. Last person. Yeah. Go to your right. Yep.
10 seconds left.
He's gonna be to your left. Left above. Let's go, Roy. That's 4 kills in 1 round.
What just happened?
Now once
I
your
don't
oven
care.
gets
Yeah,
hyper,
I don't know.
snag a dough round, place it on a generously floured pizza
We're
plate.
good at
Top of
Valorant.
your round, and then using your fist, punch it down, leaving a very thin border that's slightly thicker than the rest. Then once you're done, drape the dough over closed fists and stretch and turn.
is why
by
PC
hand,
gaming is
repeatedly
OP.
until you get about 10 to 12
It's op.
Yeah.
It's op,
From there,
bro.
top it with just a couple
Also,
tablespoons
Roy,
of
this is
tomato
why you
sauce
need a better
spread around.
headset.
Then
Okay.
followed by a few
Let's
pieces of
go.
torn mozzarella
What?
and a few
Why?
legs of basil. All right, here they
So you
come.
can hear, like, how is
Shut
like
up.
the
I've
person
seen
to
it
your
done
right
both ways,
because I heard him.
literally in Italy.
All I need to
You can
hear
all you
is
want in the
Justin.
comments, but this pizza cooks in 90 seconds.
it.
Less than the flavor can
That's all I need.
Cause I'm a hype master.
There's the guy on the other side of this wall.
Is basil. Okay, relax. Turn there carefully. Open up
Oh,
your
he's right here.
one side starts to get some char.
Spike
then
down,
quickly turn it
B.
180 degrees. Close the door and let it cook for another 30 to 45 seconds for the lightly charred pizza to emerge steaming and gleaming. Once you've pulled it out, hit it with a light drizzle of extra virgin olive oil and optionally a light
They're
sprinkle
dead.
of
Last
barbecue
player
sauce.
Are you
standing.
kidding me?
And that
Spike
is your
down, mid.
pizza. Simply repeat with the rest of your dough, and now you can enjoy your beautifully blistered, puffy, and luxuriously aerated pizza. So
Balls.
good that angels will sing, cry just for you.
Hate waiting.
Okay, we got
Let's
that
do
out of the
this.
way. So now we just need to worry
God,
about
I have no
Mr.
fucking money.
Surprisingly easier. Start with 432 grams of warm water around 95
gonna
Fahrenheit
buy
and
you.
whisk in 7 grams of instant yeast. Place it to the side. Then in a large bowl, mix together 600 grams of bread flour. You can do double OTPO, but bread flour actually works
wait.
I
better.
use
And
something
12
more
grams
than a
of fine sea
Spectre.
salt. Now once your yeast is blooming,
Uh,
whisk in 2 tablespoons or 30 milliliters of extra virgin
I get
olive
that
oil,
then.
and then pour all of that into your flour.
Get a
mix.
fucking
It's the
vandal.
exact same
Oh, no,
mix
it's okay.
as
I like
before.
that.
By hand till just shaggy, cover and let rest for 15 to 20 minutes. By the way,
Reaper.
Ow. God damn it.
B.
Slapping cold again, and then cover
Okay.
it in the fridge for
So
14 to
quick.
18 hours. See what I'm saying? It's easy.
God
The next
damn.
day, get yourself a good
I have
old-fashioned
some spike.
baking sheet, coat it generously with olive oil, then dump your dough, which has been degassed, not like fart.
Oh, that's a double.
Seen on Sky.
Spread it out as close to the edges as you can.
One enemy remaining.
It'll get there. Cover that with another inverted baking sheet, wrap tightly with plastic wrap, and proof at room temperature for 2 hours. And while that's proofing, let's make our sauce and toppings. Oh, also preheat your oven to 500 degrees Fahrenheit because it's gonna take some time to get hot. Who's this donkey? For the sauce, you're gonna add 2 ounces or 56 grams of diced pancetta, followed by a tablespoon or so
Oh,
of olive
dude,
oil.
I
Into your
love the
saucepan, heat
fucking-
that over medium heat. There's a lot of
The Bulldog burst is fucking
right now. Once that starts to render
pretty,
its fat out,
pretty
let it sit
good.
occasionally for about 2 to 4 minutes to make sure your pancetta is brown and then add 4 cloves of thinly sliced garlic, saute that for about a minute until
everything's
toasted
good.
and golden brown. Optionally,
I
you
like
can
the
toss in a
phantom.
teaspoon of red chili flakes if you
Yeah, Phantom did.
Smooth it in and let that toast. Then add in 124
Just the
ounce
burst,
can
it
of
shoots so
crushed San
fast.
Marzano tomatoes. Stir that together.
go
Bring to
this way,
boil, then
Dakota.
lower the heat to
Stay with
low,
me.
and let that simmer for
Yeah,
5 minutes
let's
or
go
until
this
slightly
way.
Bonne
reduced.
chance, mes
Season to
amis.
taste with salt and a small pinch of sugar to
Okay, where do you
cook
want me to
acidity.
shoot
Insert in
this
4
stupid
tablespoons or
thing? To the
60
right,
milliliters
right?
of extra virgin olive oil.
I've got
And
your
that right there is
trail.
a knee slapping good time of a sauce. Now, since this pizza is a big man, we're gonna do 3 different toppings on one pizza: a mushroom onion topping, a plain cheese topping, which is the base, I guess, and a pepperoni. For the mushroom topping, it's real simple. Start with 6 ounces or 170 grams of button mushrooms. Cut those into 8s or quarters depending on their size. And add just enough vegetable oil to coat the bottom of the pizza. Heat it over medium-high until reaping hot. Then add in your mushrooms cut side down, trying not to overcrowd it. Let it simmer for about 2 minutes. Continue to cook until soft. Then season to taste with salt and black pepper, and that's your mushroom. Now place those
Oh,
in
we can
bowl,
get a
clean out the
heal.
same pan, heat it
Yeah,
back
1
up
minute.
over medium-high. Add
There's somebody
another
around that
tablespoon or so of
corner,
oil,
Zoe.
and add in 1 rough diced onion. Saute
They're off
that for
market.
4 minutes or just a little soft. Season to taste with salt. Add to your mushrooms. Then to that, you're gonna add 1 teaspoon of finely chopped fresh thyme leaves. Toss together, and
Just
that's your
to,
champignon mushroom. For the pepperoni, well, you just need to slice pepperoni.
No.
Okay, it's not rocket science. It's pepperoni science. Okay,
My
You know
ult's
that
not
by now.
ready.
And if you want to be a real G, of course you'll slice your own pepperoni.
Oh god, I can't see
Oh,
it.
I'm an idiot.
Went
I know
just
I did
under a
this.
half inch.
30 seconds left. One
Now,
enemy
last of all
remaining.
is cheese. Then you about
Oh my god, Zoe, the fucking snap! Jesus!
Give a cup of fresh grated Parmigiano.
Don't tell me. What the fuck?
I was gonna say the first shot was right to Zoe.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah, you can team damage with that, Roy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now toss those together.
Any
you
of
have
like
a
your
cheesy pan.
wait,
Now,
so
let's
you
say
yeah,
you've got
Sova, so
pizza.
your stuns
Nice.
can hurt your
You've
team.
got the sauce plus toppings.
Or like the ones that
Nice, dude.
explode.
Now you are allowed to assemble. First, take your dough's top off, hit it with a nice, generous layer of sauce, spread it around to coat the dough evenly. You will likely end up using about 3/4 of your sauce. The rest you can keep in the fridge for your pleasure. It's a papa pleasure, if you will. From there, let it rain a torrential downpour of cheese to your heart's desire across the entire pizza, leaving a slight border. Then hit a third of the pizza with.
How do you drop your gun again?
Another third of it with, well, nothing because it's food.
Huh?
just
Eh?
cheese. In
How do you
a
drop
third,
your gun?
Yeah,
now pop that into your oven for 20 to 25 minutes or until the cheese
E?
is
G.
brown and caramelized.
He's up on a crate around the corner.
Okay, some parts are charged. You only want the cheese deeply brown. Is there a problem with that? No, it just means kind of like.
Oh, I teleported. That's bullshit.
Now, optionally, you can top your onion mushroom with some frisee and fresh shaved Parmigiano Reggiano.
They're breaking the wall.
This finalizes
Yeah,
our
rat is
second
yeah,
pizza.
1 minute.
Which will it be? Classic Neapolitan.
One enemy remaining.
Enemy spotted.
Never mind. We might not need
One is
that
a little more
rose.
upscale
Yeah,
and one
no,
is
you
meant
good.
for a crowd. So let's taste test this bit and see if there's a true winner.
It's hot in here, it's hot outside.
Enemy spotted A.
Yeah, he was right there, Justin. Oh my god, you shot her in the shin.
Good lord, the bottom's charred, the outside's charred.
Match
A little
point.
bit of acidity,
Usher
just
them
the smell,
towards
you
the
know. Your
eternal
brain,
rest.
your
My reaction time tonight is insane.
Oh, yeah, well, the cocaine you're doing.
Oh, bro, it's because I did my concert.
Oh, my
Do concept
lord.
every goddamn time.
Look at this
Sometimes she's not in the mood.
Well, then you gotta do an extra
Like I've been
encore.
transported
Who will I spot first?
in
Where am I
a
shooting this?
wake up, and then I'm like, oh, I'm in Houston.
Uh,
Hey, this pizza brought me to a
Left,
moment
left,
of
left.
bliss.
Get out of my way.
Left.
Now,
Oh,
Neapolitan
no,
pizza
not
aside,
there.
let's talk about the Roman
to
style
jump.
pizza. Now, there are many different kinds of Roman pizza. We went with the al taglio. Not the best part. Okay. Pepperoni,
They're gonna start
cheese,
session
and
soon.
whatever
The
this
one
is,
thing
kinda
you'll
healthy.
learn too is not to go in front of people because we get shot through each other.
Crunch of the crust, ultra rich. This is a big deal. Punches you in the face. You taste it and it tastes good, and I don't know what you're dead. You
Enemy
died.
Oh,
But
okay,
then the
person
flavor
in the
made it
middle.
so good, brought you back to it.
Oh, you shot her too.
Then you were resuscitated by the- It's okay. You're okay. That would be-
Your duty is
Okay,
not
so weighing the two different pieces.
reloaded.
That
Okay,
was
what's it
unpleasant.
gonna be? Is there a winner?
To your right and left.
She's right there.
They both deserve the righteous respect.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Idiots.
Nice.
Attack.
Alright, let's switch.
Woot, woot. Oh, Justin got a 30 bomb.
Why switch? We're winning.
Spend the money on a ticket to go to Italy.
Because
the
these
game's
games
always-
take
Same
forever.
as going to Italy now. Put a little transfer.
Okay.
You wanna know
Play a
what's
few rounds of Fortnite
fluffy and slightly charred?
before we dive
Bet you're
deep.
confused now.
Yeah,
B-roll.
before we dive deep into over.
But we're winning. you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I think my computer froze.
Why?
No, it happened to me just now too.
I think my computer.
Why?
Alright guys, and
We
that
bought a
is
new
it. So
router,
before I say
that's
anything, I
why.
just want to say a quick thank you to
Hey.
our sponsors, Uni, for helping us
Hey.
out with this video, and of course, partnering with
Oh,
us
yeah,
and giving
that's
us this
broke.
beautiful oven. It's a multi-purpose
What are
thing,
you
man.
talking
You choose
about?
the gosh darn fuel, you make your own thing. Pop a pizza in there, throw some broccolini in there, got a goddamn meal.
Oh,
Now,
there
these
is an
two
update
pizzas
for Fortnite,
battling
though.
it out together. A true winner? It's
Yeah.
hard to say. I don't know that there
It is
really is a
8
true
gigs,
winner.
oh
It comes
lord.
down to what you want
Oh,
in that
mine's
moment.
a
But if it
done.
was me, I'm probably
Oh,
always gonna
bloody
go for a
hell.
Neapolitan pizza. It's the most visceral of
Okay,
an
mine
experience.
double
I feel
the
like
speed
the
of the
other
one we
pizza's
had
more of like,
before.
you know, a party pizza. You're with your homies, you're like, oh, I have a little bit of pizza square. It's so fun. Look, it's in a square. I can cut it with scissors. And there's so much.
Wait, is
It's
your
so
thing on
thin.
it?
You see where I'm going with this? They both serve their purpose. There isn't one that's better than the other. They're both perfectly delicious, but it's up to you to make this pizza and find out for yourself. So with all that said, if you enjoyed this video or you learned something, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking and nothing's actually happening. Like I'm not thinking of anything in my brain. There's just words coming out of my mouth, which I don't fully understand.
Might not have been
Oh,
the best
oh,
year to
no
travel.
way.
So what better way
Did they
to
bring
explore
back-
the world virtually
They did.
than learning all about regional foods and how they're made? Here's a compilation
Where
of
is he?
14 regional eats and 14
Oh shit, it's 6
incredible food
gigs?
producers we met with
They
this
didn't
year.
bring them back. I thought they did.
Hey Dakota?
The update? It's 8
We're in
gigs, yeah.
Saint-Malo, Brittany, France,
Yeah.
and we're about to visit
I'm already at 2
Bourdieu, a
gigs and it's only been
traditional
going for a minute.
maison de beurre or butter house. When you
Same.
picture butter, you probably
Wait.
think of a
Wait.
yellow block in a plastic bag.
Now
well,
I'm at
not
3.
here. Here,
They have the
butter is done
Naruto skin
artisanally.
pack.
Everything is churned,
That's
kneaded,
beautiful.
and shaved by hand. And I can't wait to see that. Let's go.
Justin's gonna buy that baby.
No, it's just the gun,
In
the
February,
gun
we
pack,
met
not
with
like
Jenny
a.
Bourdieu,
Bro, you know which one I
son
can't
and
wait for? The
grandson of
Octane
butter and
Luffy.
cheese
I
makers
want
who brought back to
Kakashi
France
back.
the 19th century technique of malaxage.
I,
Using
at
this
first
big
when I
wooden
see
wheel
that, I was
to
like,
knead
there's
the
no way
butter.
that's
To
real.
Genevieve, the malaxage is a more romantic way
My
to make butter.
download
Je suis
is
toujours
done.
parti du principe
I've
que
got 3 gigs.
ce qui était le plus important, c'était les émotions.
I love this
Après,
speed,
on
bro.
va essayer
Never wanna give it up.
de voir comment
Yeah,
on
no,
peut faire avec les
I wish
émotions.
we can go up
Mais
one, but we
si on
can't.
fait un produit que marketing,
Okay, now.
ça m'intéresse pas. Comme ça m'intéresse pas de produire 10 millions de tonnes de beurre, c'est pas mon métier. Moi, je suis un tout petit bonhomme et je fais des toutes petites choses, c'est tout.
The malaxage is really what makes Bourdieu butter unique. These are 50 kilo blocks of butter extracted from milk, and are pretty standard in the butter making industry, even for the most artisanal. But while everyone else would use huge centrifuges to filter out the last remaining drops of buttermilk, butter at the Bourdieu workshop is flattened by a wooden wheel and worked by hand by Eric.
Là, ce qu'on va faire, c'est qu'on va vous montrer un malaxage complet. On va découper ces cubes de beurre et on va le transformer. Voilà.
Let's do it.
Little by little, the malaxage is going to give butter a new life. Dating back to the late 19th century, this tool was first used to rework different butters. At Bourdieu, it also helps give butter the desired texture.
C'est le plus mauvais moment de l'année pour le malaxage, puisque le beurre, la qualité de la texture du beurre, n'est que le résultat de ce que mangent les animaux. En hiver, les animaux mangent du fourrage, ce qui va donner des beurres blancs, friables, cassants, sans grande odeur. Vous voyez la vis ici, elle est légèrement humide, mais elle n'est pas encore complètement trempée. On est sur des beurres secs. Alors petit à petit, le beurrier est en train de rendre les choses plus agréables à travailler.
Le bois, ça vous aide.
Le bois ou le métal,
Can we do one
c'est un
build?
geste mécanique, peu
Yep.
importe.
No.
Alright, Tunji, your party leader.
What's that?
Why'd you say no?
I need Justin, party leader.
What the fuck did you say no, Rory?
So sorry. I love building.
I love building.
They call me
Dakota?
Bob.
Hello, something. My download is not done.
Oh shit.
Okay.
You're gonna yell at us.
Well, I said it already.
Holy, okay!
This is one of the most debated sandwiches in America. This could save you.
Wanted to go to, back if you're watching, hey, big papa kiss to you. Visually, looks solid. First off, cheese pull already. I just opened it, we're already. The steak is very uniformly cut, which I do like. They lay it out, but they actually put the onions on top, and then the cheese and all that, and then layer it in here and melt it. It's a little more, almost culinary inclined. This was my third most recommended. Number one being D'Alessandro's. Number two, John's Roast Pork. Max is the best out of the three. And this is probably on the bottom tier. No salt at all.
2 minutes.
But you know what? If they season this maximally with salt, it would be perfect.
2 minutes
It would change
done?
the sandwich completely. Patty, no buns. Groovy. Every single person in Philadelphia that's from Philadelphia or currently resides here told me specifically never, ever to go to Geno's or Pat's, like the one that everyone talks about that doesn't live in Philadelphia. So the locals, they don't like it. We were gonna go there. Time doesn't allow it. I just wanted to mention that. It's been several hours. We leave tomorrow morning. I've got the context that I need. So without further ado, let's make this, shall we?
Okay, so if we're gonna make a cheesesteak, the first thing we must discuss is bread. Of course, not just any bread. It must come on a long hoagie roll. Sometimes with sesame seeds, sometimes without them. In this case, we love sesame seeds. So the first thing you're gonna do is not go to the grocery store because we're grown-ups, and instead we're going to make our own from scratch to fully flex on all cheesesteaks, but also to maximize our control in the final product. To do that, we're gonna begin with our dough. If you think we're using cups in this, you would be wrong, because we want accurate numbers here. So get yourself a large bowl and add 950 grams of bread flour, 20 grams of fine sea salt, and 12 grams of granulated sugar. In a separate container, get yourself 589 grams of water and bring it to a temperature around 98 degrees Fahrenheit. Whisk in 3 grams of instant yeast, and that's your little yeasty gentleman. To your flour mixture, vigorously whisk in 50 grams of extra virgin olive oil, then add all of your cloudy yeast juice. I keep trying to come up with grotesque ways to say yeast mixture, so can we get a rating on that? Okay, all right, not bad. Right, anyway, begin mixing that by hand. I want that mind, body, and dough connection. Mix that just until you get a shaggy dough, and yes, it will be sticky, so stay calm. Clean off the excess dough from your hands, cover with plastic wrap, and let that rest at room temp for 15 minutes. Then pull the dough out. It should be a little easier to handle. Give it a quick knead by picking it up and slapping it down over itself, repeating that over and over for about 1 minute. It's also called slap and fold, or until it begins to turn smooth. Cover that again with plastic wrap and let it rest for another 15 minutes at room temp. Then give it one more slap and fold for another minute or so till very smooth. Then roll that into a lightly doit ball. Lightly grease a work surface, place your dough on there, and cover with an inverted bowl and let that rest for 45 minutes to 1 hour. Just go find something to do, like chess or something. Once it's done, it should be a nice rotund dough. Split that guy into 4 even pieces weighing about 400 grams each, and I'm tired of telling y'all this. Please, weigh your dough pieces out. What are you gonna do if you have one regular sized hoagie and then some awkward little 4-inch hoagie? Anyway, shape those by gathering up all the sides and bring them to the center. Roll it over so the seam side is facing down, then gently roll it in circles, keeping constant contact with your work surface until you get a smooth ball. Place that ball in an individual container that has been generously greased with cooking oil. You can either use smaller bowls or containers like these guys, or a dough proofing box. Most containers will work here. Now cover this with a lid or with plastic wrap and place in the fridge for 1 to 4 days. Yep, this dough can be made several days in advance. 2 days is probably the ideal time. To bake the dough, first pull your dough out and let them come up to room temp for 3 hours. Once those are room temp, get yourself a large tea towel or a couche, dust it lightly with rice flour or all-purpose flour to prevent sticking. Rice flour does do a better job with the non-sticky part. Then to shape your dough, flour the top, pop it out of its container so the unfloured side is facing up. Gently press the dough to flatten into a small rectangle, then fold it in half away from you, brush off any excess flour, and fold it in half the same direction one more time. Pinch the seams closed, roll it over so the seam side is facing down, create some tension, rolling it out to taper the ends as you get close to them until it's 12 inches long. Then very lightly brush the top with some water and roll it in untoasted sesame seeds to coat the entire dough except for the bottom. Now place your torpedo of flavor onto your couche, gently furl up the couche to cradle the dough like this, and repeat with the rest of your dough. And next thing you know, you've got a bunch of little gentlemen snuggling next to each other. Oh, so cute. Now for a short nap before launching into a hellfire of a hot oven. Cover that with excess couche, temp with plastic wrap, and let it proof for 2 hours. Yes, it's a long process, all right? 1 hour before they're ready, add a baking steel to your oven and heat to 500 degrees Fahrenheit or as hot as your oven will allow. Then once your dough is done proofing and your oven is preheated, lightly dust a pizza peel with rice flour or semolina. Carefully roll your dough onto the peel. Don't just pick it up like some barbarian, all right? You're gonna degas all that hard work. Make sure the sesame side is facing up, then dip a razor blade, or more specifically, a lame, in some water and score the entire length of dough beautifully. Then launch it into your preheated oven, spray the dough and parts of the oven, avoiding the glass door on the oven. That's a hazard, to say the least. Close the door promptly, then after 2.5 minutes, spray the dough again, wait another 2.5 minutes, and spray the dough for a final and third time. Then just let it bake for 8 to 12 minutes or until a beautiful golden brown. Remove your hoagie from the oven and cool in a wire rack and repeat with the remaining 3 pieces of dough. Okay, so the hardest part is out of the way, because really making a Philly cheesesteak is easy as long as you follow some of the rules. So first thing you're gonna need is a green bell pepper. Take that and throw that right out the window because it seems that most of Philadelphians don't find that traditional, so nice. Let's talk about my meat, or well, our meat, or the meats. Here we have a 4-pound boneless rib roast that was in the freezer for 30 minutes just to firm it up a little bit. And look, this needs to be sliced real thin. You can absolutely do it with a sharp knife, but if you want to speed things up, then I'd recommend using a deli meat slicer, which is like, okay, I understand papa being papa, and should you desire not to spend money on something that's kind of ridiculous like that, then obviously just use your knife. Now go ahead and slice that bad boy as thinly as you can while maintaining the structural integrity of the meat. Should look something like this. Then you'll sort of reach a point where slicing any thinner becomes impossible and or dangerous, which in that case, just go ahead and save the rest of that steak for a date night or something. Anyway, for some extra fatty flavors, snag 2 pounds of boneless short ribs or 3 pounds of bone-in short ribs, and of course, remove their bones, and slice those against the grain about an inch thick. Don't leave this out because the marbling of this will go a long way in the final product. Alright, next up is oignon. Some say slices, others say dice. Well, the way I'd like to do it is get yourself 3 sweet onions, cut the top off, then the bottom, cut it in half, peel it, and slice that into big, chunky 1-inch pieces like this. Now we're ready to cook. Okay, so you're gonna get yourself a little pan, right? Little baby pan? Stinky pan? No. Well, maybe. Listen, you need this to be cooked on a griddle or plancha of some sort. That's how it's normally done. Trust Papa when he says
babe, you gotta
hits different.
Ready up,
Cast
you
iron griddle pan that
fucking
goes on your stovetop will work fine, but Papa has other plans.
We don't use the R word in this server.
Okay, fine.
Just as bad as just
Stupid.
saying the
I
N
only
word.
bought this only for this
Oh, I
video.
don't
So
go
leave
that
half
far.
your griddle to medium high and the other half to low. Fill a
Well,
small
he's
bottle
very
of
black.
vegetable oil and half a cup of melted guan
Well,
tallow, which
he
is
is
just
there,
rendered
right?
beef fat. Which, by the way, you can acquire from any beef fat trim. For example, like the beef fat.
He has the right. Why? Because 10% of his bloodline is black.
Oh, holy crap, no, I think he said
Until
pop.
all the fat is rendered
No,
out.
it's not. Your mom's not fully black. Half German.
It's optional,
So you're
but it adds
25% black.
Now once your griddle is hot, good lord,
Oh,
Jesus,
so you-
squirt it with
so
your
you
beef
can
fat oil,
say,
let that get nice and hot. Then add a
the-
quarter of your sweet
the-
onion,
no,
season
the
it with
correct
salt
term
and a
one.
small pinch of sugar, saute that,
Negro?
stir it flipping often
Yeah.
for about 5 minutes or until
You're
the
allowed to
onions
say
are soft
that.
and begun
This
to get some charm
We've been
and
through this plenty of times
Slide those
because his
onions,
grandmother
griddle,
is
split the
black.
hot side with some more oil,
He
put some
married
more
a
beef fat,
German.
Let that heat just until it begins to smoke. Then add a third of your sliced beef. Let that sear nicely for about a minute. and
I
season
don't,
these
but
with
I
salt.
don't
Let
need
that
to know the
continue
full
to sear for
story.
about
I don't
30
know the
seconds
full
to a minute. One of
story.
my biggest gripes
On
was
the
the
back.
Yeah, we're gonna ready up.
in the Philly cheesesteaks that I
My
eat. When you
sister
eat
got
beef,
one of
you
those
should
DNA
season
tests,
your
and
Be forewarned if you let it go too
so
long,
I know
it'll go
where
dry.
I'm-
Now flip and sear the other side, season again to taste with salt and a generous
Which is
fresh
literally
crack of black
everywhere.
pepper. Then once it's seared and cooked through, but still juicy, about
Oh.
1 to 2 more minutes, give that a nice rough chop with a spatula,
Toothbrush?
mix together with your onions, and at this point you're ready to add your cheese. Be aware that this is only a third of your batch, so you could obviously be doing this in 3 batches, so you can get proper color. Now bring everything together in a rough line, about the shape of a full hoagie. This is enough meat for 1 to 2 sandwiches, depending on how you like it. Layer on 3 to 4 slices of provolone cheese, which is ideally sharp provolone. Then just let that melt. You can also speed up the melting process with the use of Papa's Magic Wand, which is also known as a blowtorch. Now while it's melting, get your hoagie cut in half, but leave the back end attached so it's got something to stop the meat from falling out the other end. Optionally spread on a nice layer of mayo, if you roll like that. This is just a basic garlic mayo consisting of 1 cup of mayonnaise and 4 cloves of grated garlic, seasoned to taste with salt and whisked together. Beautifully simple, yet incredible. And once that cheese is melted, get a large spatula and scoop up your meat, and good lord, that cheese pole's finna make me act up. Now add as much cheesesteak as you like into your bread, close it up, observe its jaw-dropping cheesy features, and take a moment to see if we hit the nail on the head or not here.
Well, would you look at that? Now this
is what I was looking for.
This hoagie is doit. I mean, it's got the.
Oh my god, it's kinda squishy.
It's juicing. Oh, good lord, have mercy on my soul. I'm about. Good lord. There's almost too much flavor in this compared to the ones that yeah. Right off the bat, to me, this tastes like what I imagined a Philly cheesesteak to taste. Unctuous, rich. The beef flavor is just like Yeah. And that
Yeah,
extra
fuck
beef
you.
really does
Fuck you,
help.
Rock.
This
You
hoagie
dumb
is
bitch.
soft, spongy, chewy on the outside, and that garlic mayo. I mean, really, this is a perfect food. I think I could only eat one of these though, and I'd be done. Just could use mustard. The Philadelphians are like, what? Hey, kid. You can't just be going to put a mustard on a Philly cheesesteak. What's wrong with you? I think what we made today was an excellent Philly cheesesteak. I don't know what the Philadelphians think. Let us know in the comments. But, you know, visually looking at this, tasting it, this is what I felt a Philly cheesesteak.
Rory, you have not let go of
But
trying to hit
this is not a but better. And secondarily, we have one more special. Not exactly traditional, but
Okay, so that was definitely a big dub.
Yeah, you hear that too?
Look over there, on to the right.
It's a fucking. Oh my god, it's a fucking Star Wars.
No, it's not.
Sauteing with your beef.
It
Is
is.
there a new event?
And once they get some decent color,
I mean, there was a fucking.
What the fuck are we looking at?
Chop them. Heat a pan with 2 tablespoons of
It's right there.
fat over medium high. Then once it's reaping hot, add your mushrooms, season your taste with salt and pepper, and let those sear, stirring often for about 3 minutes or until softened. With
Yeah, I
some
know.
Where are we
lemon.
going? Wait, where are we going?
The
I
purple
thought we were
one.
going to purple.
Everybody marked different spots.
I mean, I marked yellow first, and then Justin hit purple, so we went
Yeah,
purple.
because we always go to our tree.
Yeah, I wanted to, but
Once the oil is hot, add your sage and fry just
not
until it gets
today.
soft and crisp. Drain on a
My
paper
tweet's
towel,
gonna
then
break.
combine those two and crush together, and that's your topping. All right, we're almost there. Snag yourself a 20 to 25
We got a
ounce
rip to
A5
go.
Miyazaki Wagyu ribeye. Portion that bad boy into sliceable segments. I like to separate out the
My
eye
gun.
and cut it into 2 manageable
Guys, I
pieces.
got the
There's
level
more to
up.
this, obviously, but you can save that for another time. Place that directly on
Someone's
a
down here with me. Someone's down here with me.
and let that sear. Season your meat
I
generously
did.
with salt, and let that sear for 2 to 3 minutes. Flip and enjoy.
Oh, I Kobe'd him. I Kobe'd him. Oh, how you like
Sear
that,
the other side for another
bitch?
2 to 3 minutes. Remove from the griddle and let that rest for 5 minutes.
I
And while
legit
that's
jumped
resting,
over
let's make our spicy
Got
mayo.
some
Medium-sized bowl and add
grapple
half a cup of mayo,
gloves.
a quarter cup of chili
Oh,
oil, 2
really?
tablespoons of sriracha, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, and salt and pepper.
You want some?
I'll trade you a rip to go.
Toast your bread quickly.
Yeah, I wonder if you can come get them. Somebody's running up on me though.
A couple slices of
Where are
smoked
they?
bread. Melt those guys down with a blowtorch or a broiler.
Oh shit, he's right here.
Generous layer of spicy mayo, followed by the onions, then mushrooms.
This?
Slice your beef beautifully. About a third of
Where's
the
the
portion.
grapple
Then
gun
place
from?
that atop your sandwich. Top it with optional
wow.
fried sage and garlic.
I
Raise the
dropped a
hatch,
rep
tuck a
to
napkin
go
in
there
your
if you
shirt,
want
Put
that.
on your Italian leather Gucci shoes and enjoy the luxurious cheesesteak to grace any kitchen. And who knows, maybe it's even better. Let's find out.
You know, after spending literally $400 or $500 on this entire just one sandwich, I
Stop picking
don't
up the
want
fucking
to
gun.
eat it. Does that sound bratty? A little bit. But it's a circumstantial thing. It does look good.
Someone's shooting right now?
This is actually a lot better than the original Philly cheesesteak. Thank
Burn?
God. Thank God. I was really worried.
We're
building.
The bread is just spongy enough that it absorbs
Justin's
all
blowing
that
on
fat.
someone's
I mean,
ass.
You can see it absorbing the fat, and it's not overly very gushing fat.
Yeah.
A little bit. Maybe a little bit of squirt. That's all right.
I
We
heard
talked about
you
how
blowing
juicy
someone's
squirts
ass.
Okay, there's a
the fattiness,
cake down
the juiciness,
here.
the richness. I even went in for a second
I'm
bite.
gonna
and I
throw
missed
it,
that bite.
so
All
I
things
mean-
that we
Don't
tested.
throw it,
The
I'm
original
coming.
Douglas fancy version, in my opinion, this is a more exciting bite. They're equally sort of like rich, but to me this
Down
is
here.
more exciting. This is juicier. This has a lot more flavors going on, but it's not a cheesesteak. It's not. It does have steak and cheese, but it's not. If I were to pick one, I probably would.
Bro, it
Come on.
Justin's
We
late.
made two
where?
sandwiches. The regular Philly cheesesteak, this
Right
unnecessarily
here.
Do not
expensive one.
see the
You have
three of
the
us
means to
right
do
here.
it.
You.
I would highly
You
Come
know,
on.
even though not there. There we
Mine,
go.
numbing, delicious. Take a dang cheesesteak and do me a favor. Do it the right way.
You want to know what else spends $500
My God.
on an incredibly unnecessarily fancy cheesesteak? B-roll. Guys, that is it. We are back home. Thank you again to our friends at Geico for sponsoring today's video. They're helping me with my culinary journey around the United States, and they want to help you too. Of course, by helping you save money on your home and car insurance.
Thanks
So
for
head over
saying
to the
bless
link
you.
down below and visit Geico.com
Bless you.
today.
Bless
Now
you.
let's talk about
No,
this
not
Philly
you,
cheesesteak.
Justin.
We made two different versions. The second
too
one was
late
like
now.
an ethereal dream
Sorry,
that
babe, I
was
didn't
like
hear it.
formulated in my brain and spat out on a plate, and
did.
actually ended up pretty good. It's a little sacrilegious in what a cheesesteak should be, but I do have one. Do I think that we paid respect and homage to the tradition of what a Philly cheesesteak should be? Yes, I do. Was I disappointed with many of the places we went to? I'll leave that up to you to decide. But with all that said, if you enjoyed this video or you learned something, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you.
Where the fuck?
Yo, Dakota.
Yeah.
Dakota, come down here. I got something for here.
What?
The sandwich doesn't get the respect that it deserves.
Oh,
so
thank
obviously we're gonna make the greatest version, but with two extremely different price points.
Oh
Where we
shoot,
going?
French dip, $355, dude.
French dip?
Yeah.
What?
French dip, French dip, French dip.
Right, so as I said,
Like-
the French dip, it doesn't get a lot of love, but it is
Like the
such
onion
a good
dip.
sandwich. Roast beef, sometimes onions and cheese,
What's
stacked
French
up
dip?
tall, dipped in some
Oh no,
umami
like,
rich,
I have
deeply
the
flavored broth.
in the background.
Are you
I
kidding
have.
me? How do I not hear people saying,
cooking
that's my
videos.
favorite sandwich? So we're making the best
Joshua,
ultra-traditional
Wiseman guy?
version. But then, you know what? Why not? Let's make a second one that is as expensive as
that
we
a
can
new
make it,
area
and see
over
if that
here?
really makes a difference. With all that being said, let's make this, shall we?
We've got two beautiful and dipping
Oh, we've been
mandatory
there, babe.
sandwiches here. A more traditionalist
So,
cheese bun dip, sort of a common price region.
question
around
marks on the
10
map
bucks.
for me.
And then we have our $400 sandwich A5 Wagyu Squillion III Big Boy Fancy.
No, this is
version.
new.
Does this
They
massive increase in
updated it.
expenditure equal a better
Look at-
French dip, or will the humble beginnings version?
What are the
be
plants?
Champion. To begin, we'll start with our bread, which is
There's people here.
sandwiches. Sure, it's
Where?
called a French.
Oh, it's fucking
Typically uses a
that
baguette,
fucking
but guess what?
Kakashi.
guy.
So that means I
Yeah.
can do whatever the hell I
Kakashi, bro.
want. So homemade ciabatta.
Kakashi.
Where's the other
This
one?
one is 3
Up
grams.
there.
If you're gonna
Over
do
there.
this,
It's Naruto. I hit him for 180.
Shut up. Begin with 220 grams of lukewarm
It's
water,
Naruto.
around 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
Naruto.
Quarter teaspoon
Naruto.
of sugar, under 1
Naruto.
gram of instant yeast. Once dissolved, pour that into 220 grams of bread
It's
flour.
Naruto.
Stir it by hand until you have a smooth and very
Naruto's here.
Cover that with plastic wrap and let it rest
What?
at room temp for 12 to 18 hours. That's overnight. This is called a poolish, hence the regal name I've given.
I don't know
It's a
where they
pre-cooked,
are.
And no, you
I see
shan't
one flying.
skip it. Bada bing, bada boom. It's the next day, and whisk together
Where?
375 grams of bread flour and 12 grams.
Naruto, he's flying over here on the house,
Separately,
on the
dissolve
right.
half a teaspoon or 1 gram of
Mark it?
257 grams of water.
can't, I don't know how to
90
mark
degrees
with
Fahrenheit. Add your flour mixture to your stand mixer and begin mixing
Yeah,
on
there.
medium-low speed. Add your yeasty water, followed by your
Oh, I
then just
knocked
let
him.
that bad boy mix for about 7
Or
minutes,
eliminated
scraping
him.
the sides as necessary until it's roughly smooth. First thing I want to note is that this dough will be very loose and very sticky, so stay calm. The main thing you're looking for is smoothness and tension. It will get smoother and more like a dough as it rests. Now place it in a greased bowl, cover with plastic wrap, and do the following. Allow it to rest and rise at room temp for 1 hour, and then you're going to perform what's called a turn of the dough. Turn 1. With damp
I
hands,
like
pick
the
up the edge
DMR,
of
but
dough
I'm better
near
with
bowl
the
and
R.
stretch as much as you can without tearing. Fold it over itself, and repeat that stretch and fold all the way
Shooting
around
right
the
now?
perimeter of the dough. Cover it and let it rest for 25 minutes. Turn number 2. Do the
Nope.
same thing, fold
There's
and
a
stretch
gold
the dough as
revolver up
such
there.
all the way around and
Need
rest
it?
another 25 minutes. Turn number 3. Being
Uh-huh.
gentle moving forward. Stretch and fold. After that, rest for
Oh, I
45
could
minutes.
totally
and you have a
have picked it
total
up
of
too.
3 turns. Generously flour a work surface. Scrape your dough out of your bowl using a
said
plastic
no.
Log
bag.
jam lotus.
Gas
Is there a lotus tree over here?
Yeah.
And top.
What?
Generously
You seen
flour
it?
the top of your dough and very, very gently
You seen
knead
it?
the dough into a rough
Is this
rectangle
it?
without squishing
This
it.
is
Grab
it.
your bench
Okay,
scraper,
guys, guys,
scrape
guys.
your dough
Yeah.
into 3 long
Yeah.
rough
Okay, come over
strokes.
here.
Longest
We're
length.
coming.
This thing at the top here is gonna
Place your
fall,
two
and it's
rectangles
gonna
on parchment,
bring
slightly
Oh.
all
over
these
inside
seeds
your
down,
loaf.
and you
Cover
have
those
to
with a
catch
silver
them and
tin
plant
container
them, and we'll
that
get
does
different
not
types of
allow the
guns.
container to touch
Okay,
it.
You
wait.
have, you can't let them hit the gun, ground though.
This thing?
Have to, yeah. Ready? This thing up here, this little tree. Watch the top of it. The seeds will come
I got
down.
this one.
Your dough is proof. It is time. Spray your loaves with
Grab
water
it!
and bake
Grab
no
it!
more than 2 loaves at a time.
No!
Into your oven
No!
onto your steel like
Shit!
this. See how I finesse that sugar? Immediately spray your oven with water and add 1 cup of ice to your reaping hot pan.
There's another
Place it violently
seed over
steaming
there.
pan.
Got it.
Close the oven and
And
allow it to steam for
did you
15
catch
to
it before it
18 minutes. Then
dropped?
remove your steam
Oh, I
pan,
got
it
reduce
before
the
it
heat to
dropped.
75 and bake for 5 to 8 more
It
minutes.
should give
Until it's
you-
beautifully puffed and golden brown.
It's all
It
blue.
should give you purple shit,
Oh,
yeah.
I got
It
I
should
got
give
a
you better
fucking
shit.
gold
The
thing.
remaining single piece of
No,
dough.
I
And of course, you can
grabbed
find
it and then I
this
dropped it.
recipe. But with that being said, these are so
There's
big
another
that
one
you
over
have to
here,
less than a
guys.
2-person sandwich. And all you have to do is let this cool to room temp. Next,
You
we have
guys
our
ready?
broth. Very simple. You'll need 2.5 cups for 600 milliliters.
I'm gonna
of
break
vegetable
it.
Broth, which I actually enriched
This one-
mine by
this
searing
one
the
had
beef bone
common
that I happen to
fruit.
have. Don't ask. And simmer that
Oh,
into
that's my
already prepared
sapling.
beef broth
Oh, whatever.
to fortify its beefy flavor even more. So now we're ready to actually make it. In a pot, heat 2 tablespoons of 28 grams of unsalted butter over medium heat till melted and bubbling. Then add 1 sweet onion, cut into half-inch thick slices,
This is
salt, and
growing.
a small pinch of sugar.
Reduce the heat to medium-low and saute that, stirring often for 20 to 30
I love
minutes.
me
You may have to add a
little
little
treat.
water to loosen if it starts to get too dark of a fond at the bottom of the pan. And once you have a beautiful caramelized,
Oh, Roy, you picked up my gun, you
ready to then
motherfucker.
add your 2.5 cups or 600
Can I have my gun
milliliters
back?
of your rich beef.
No.
Reasonable. Add a couple
There you go.
sprigs of thyme and let that simmer for about 10 minutes. Then add 1.5 tablespoons or 20
Oh, this
grams
one
of
didn't
Worcestershire
grow
sauce,
at all,
a cup or
Zoe.
60 milliliters
Yeah,
of
mine
Dijon.
was just
Taste
sapling.
and adjust salt and pepper levels as needed. Shrink to
What do you
a fine
mean? Yours
sieve,
had
and you
stuff
have
on
your
it.
dip to your French.
See, look, it's
You have a
growing.
simple sandwich first, so let's
Babe,
make
look,
this quick.
you have purple
You need
stuff
2
on yours.
pounds of very
Oh.
thinly sliced
Yeah,
beef.
yeah,
Care what you use something that you
Like the
decide.
other one.
I went with a ribeye steak cut very
Gotta go,
thin
guys.
because I happen to have this
Yeah, you got
boy.
a few.
what?
You got a
So,
stinger and a
of course,
combat
and I sliced it
or
ultra,
combat
ultra
SMG.
thin, but you can use any other beef based off your budget and what you want it to taste like. Typically,
Cash
you see
in,
those
cash
beef
out,
ribs, if you
cash
wanna
in,
use
cash
And then
those,
out,
like
cash
when
in,
you
cash
get
out.
it will be
that being said,
gold.
once you have your sliced raw beef, pat yourself on the back, pal.
I mean,
That's
this
all.
one's not
Here's how you cook.
growing.
With a large pan, or flat
Don't
pan,
kill it,
I
Rory.
like greasing with oil. I added beef fat that I rendered out from the side of my rim roast trimming.
So you
and add a
heard that,
handful of
that
sliced
song,
onion.
Dakota?
This is obviously per se,
Yeah, I
so
have
of
it on
course
the
I'm not
spot
gonna
right
go
now.
thinly
We gotta run this way.
Season it with salt and hard sear that onion.
You should
Give it
hear
the
some of
right
the
time,
open
then begin
verses,
to
they're really
soften.
good.
Set that to the side and add a third of your beef.
Oh,
Season that with salt and pepper. Then let that sear for 2 minutes or until you get some nice color. Flip, sear another minute, and give it some chopping with the spatula to get the meat a
Austin,
touch
you off
more
tomorrow,
fine
man?
and, you know, coax a little more
What?
fat rendering out of it.
You
Once
off
loosey,
tomorrow?
juicy, and goosey. Toss that back
He's
together.
not
with
gonna
your
be off
oil.
for a
Let it
while.
go for a few seconds. While that's happening, slice a ciabatta loaf in
Gotta be
half.
illegal.
Push your beefiness to one side if you have room.
Not
and
for his
toast the bread
dad.
in the juices and fat of the beef. Now, if you're using a pan, you can totally do this separately in a different pan with butter. So, you know, use your intuition here. Once you've toasted your buns, then shape your meat roughly into the
It's
dimensions of
honestly-
your bread. Add 2 to 3 slices of Swiss cheese to your beef.
It
Allow to
sucks,
melt, or, you know,
but
force it to with a torch.
for
Hit your
my,
toasted buns with
uh,
mayo.
so
Layer
I'm
on your
secure in
beef.
the future.
Cheesy beauty. Grab the top.
We
layer
are
and crown of
extremely
fat.
stable.
Glorious cake. The sandwich may look
Which
simple,
is
but
a
it is mighty and
surprise.
powerful. Or so
No,
I
I wanna
think.
be
So let's give it a taste
more
test and
secure.
find out.
And like I don't even work.
Questions you might.
So I
One,
mean,
Josh, this is French dip. This is not ciabatta. Two, this is
Oh,
not
I'm
roast
not
beef.
complaining.
And I would like to address those questions. Three.
yeah,
Number one,
I'm really not.
the French dip is an American invention. I can do whatever I want. Now let's eat this.
I asked him, I'm like, oh, do you want me to work? Do you need me to work?
I said, yeah, it's okay if you want.
This is so
Don't
good.
need to.
Yeah, if I want, but I don't want to.
French
Only when you need.
I'll go get a part-time job at McDonald's. The only reason why is
This is so good.
benefits of getting
texture is great,
McDonald's.
The flavor is great. The juice.
You know, the juice is leaking. If it doesn't make
But
it
like, if
work,
they
then
grief
you
me,
gotta do that.
if they give me hell, bro, I'm walking out.
Not giving it a
That.
But we're gonna take it up a notch and see if you spend a
Where
little
you
more money.
going? Oh,
Would it
fuck
be
that. Bye.
Just get the part-time job for the stuff you need.
Don't break this guy's
She's one of
tree.
the-
Baking sheet with a sill pad on it.
Oh,
Break
where?
little mounds consisting of about 2 tablespoons
Dakota
of finely
broke his
grated
tree.
Parmigiano Reggiano, and pop
And
that
it was
into
like
a
a
container.
cottage
He's hiding from a
And bake for
fucking
about 3 minutes
Baby?
or until
boar.
melted.
Oh my god. I can't believe that
We have
just
our bread
happened.
and our
I
broth
watched the
already done, so
man.
let's just focus
And
on
he
the
won
juice.
last round or last game?
Let's begin with
Yeah,
our
I
sauce. A horseradish truffle.
Do you have the grapple gloves?
Start with 1 cup or
Yeah.
100 grams of mayo, a quarter cup
Yeah,
or
grab the
55 grams
crown.
of creme fraiche, 2 tablespoons or
There's
40
a
grams
rift to
of
go,
whole
but I
mustard,
can't
2
get
cloves
to
of
it.
garlic, fresh
There's
grated, a
people
heaping
dying
capsicum,
of
or 20
people.
grams of fresh grated horseradish, and 1 whole ounce or 28 grams of fresh grated black
Yeah, you
Oh, don't kill,
Right?
don't kill the boar. I want to grapple
Wait,
him.
don't run away from the group too far.
Until thoroughly combined. I mean, just visually, this is a beautiful sandwich size, which yields the power to
Uh-oh.
any sandwich.
Let's
Next,
go.
gremolata. Very simple. Generous handful of fresh parsley,
We're like
finely
fucking
chopped,
Clash
2
of
cloves of
Clans.
garlic, finely chopped, the zest of 1 lemon,
What?
tossed together, and you have a fragrant
Yeah,
better
me
than
and
some
Justin
Snowball?
are on
as
course.
long as you didn't.
Yeah, we're on board.
For your
Boy.
beef,
Yeah,
get a
there's-
whole
there's
A5
people
ribeye
over
or
here.
sirloin that's about 12 to
Come
14
on.
ounces. Trim off any
Where?
excess fat, cut it into your desired shape, then heat it.
I don't know,
gently.
there's
Steam this
building.
pan over
There's a
medium
shit
high,
ton of
season with
building.
A5 heavily with salt
Oh.
and pepper. Add it to your pan. And
Oh, they're
saute
right
it.
there. What do you mean?
As we know, A5 will render its own fat out, which we appreciate.
Oh,
Add a
fuck
feel
no.
That will surely cause a tear or two, and possibly a good old-fashioned
Help!
buzz, and sear for 1 to 2 more minutes. Remove from the
I
pan
hit one
the
for
rest
120.
5 minutes.
Guys,
Then
Oh my
you
God,
can
there's one
slice
right
in
here!
1/4-inch thick slices that are even. I mean, for real, I'm tired of seeing
Way to
all
go,
the uneven
Zoe.
sliced steaks. Keep it
Oh my
even.
God, there's one in the water.
250 on a steak. Now on to a
I don't know how to get off the fucking. Oh.
Generously truffle mayo your toasted buns. We always toast here. Layer on some very thinly sliced fresh onion. Gently and nicely layer on your whole steak. Dribble slowly and as it is. Hit it with your gremolata generously.
Ah, I killed one.
Your Parmigiano Reggiano twills. And finally, crown your undeniable, luxurious, audacious sandwich. Cut it in half, of course, on a bias, to reveal the cross-section, which makes me blush just a little. And get ready
you,
to
dude.
Wow.
a lot of money, gently and lovingly,
You guys come get me?
So let's see if,
Where are
well,
you?
that 400
Over
or so
here.
dollars was worth it.
Where? I'm about to get fucked. Where are you?
West, west.
Oh, that guy's low.
West.
It's got the crunch on the outside, but the inside just so
Oh god, I hate building. This gives me so much anxiety.
I know, please, this is my time. Come over here.
Please, I don't know where you are.
West from where you are, west.
It's very different. It feels like a more upscale version.
Bye, Kendrick. This is a very good French dip. It goes
When
to
you
show
get here,
that it comes
build
down to
walls.
the heart of a
Never
French
mind,
dip.
just leave,
The
just
jus.
go.
So
No.
is one better than the other?
Oh
I
wait,
think
let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can get it.
Would I
Yeah.
pay this much for this sandwich?
Build some
Actually,
walls,
I would,
something.
Which makes me feel stupid because I paid
Yes.
that much for that
Okay.
sandwich. Money
Now, Rez,
goes
hurry.
to great. The choice
Oh my god, yes. Do you have any meds? Med kit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I need that.
Yes.
You want to know what else is full
Take
of?
it. It's right there. Take it.
Someone's coming.
Take
Wait.
it. Take it.
I know,
Oh my god.
I know.
Is that the fucking Pew gun? Did they bring the Star Wars guns back?
I guess so. Okay, don't
Alright
go
guys,
there.
and that is it. So we made our two different French dips. They both came out splendid, if I do say so myself. Was one better than the other? It's hard to say.
Where are
I
you? Let's
feel
see
like I
some
gravitate
pro
a little bit towards the more traditional version because it's a little less chaotic, but I really enjoyed the eating experience of these two sandwiches almost equally. That makes that $400 price point not really worth it at all. But, and I say this
I'm
to the
third partying.
but the experience of
No,
the
do not
Wagyu
third
version
party
was a
right
little
now.
bit more exotic. It felt a little bit more fancy. But if I enjoyed it the same, then probably we're gonna want to vote for that traditional sandwich. But hey, if you got some extra cash you want to throw out a window and give it a little try, have a little A5 sandwich, knock yourself out because it's gonna be delicious either way, and that is the beauty of a French dip.
Come
so
on,
with
we
all
gotta
that being
go.
said, if you enjoyed this video or you learned something, leave a like and subscribe.
What? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Fuck! Uh-oh.
So you want to have a sandwich and you spend $10, $15, $8? There's a bodega sandwich that's much cheaper.
But you use one of those jump things to get away.
This is the season.
What do you want for Christmas, little boy? Santa, I want a PS5 and I want a Well, those are, you know, there's supply chain issues. Those are out of stock. So, but I do have something for you. We have the Josh Weissman, an unapologetic cookbook, and 8 times New York Times bestseller cookbook, and it's 40% off on Amazon. The link is in the description.
I should have grabbed your cards.
It's a great book. It sucks, Santa. It's a good book. I heard that he worked really hard on it.
So, we're not just making any ordinary sandwich. We're making a chopped cheese. I know this is a place that's very sensitive to a lot of people. I want to pay respect to that. So with it being something that's heavily scrutinized by New York, I have someone directly, a good friend from New York.
Bing bong, you already know what it is. It's Willie. We're here today, and we're gonna be making a chopped cheese the New York way and the Weissman way. So put your Timbs on.
Oh my god, you're right in the fucking middle of all.
Flavor Town.
We're gonna make 2 different ones. We're making my version and your version. Which I don't know what to do. We'll play it out and see how it goes. Taste test them together. We'll have our final prices and.
There's 6 people left.
Riff to
So
go.
chopped cheese can go on many breads, but the most common that you're gonna see it on is a hero roll. Obviously,
Yeah,
we're
there's a
making our own,
motherfucker right
So
by
start with
me.
302 grams of water, around 90
Oh my
Fahrenheit,
God!
whisk in 8 grams of instant yeast until dissolved. Follow that with 33 grams of granulated sugar.
So do you
whisk that
break
until
those things
dissolved.
once you get
Top that
shielded or
with
no?
sandwich,
Or is that
put the
hell
toast spiral
different?
thing attachment on. Then in a
What?
separate bowl, mix together 600 grams.
Oh, it's hell. Oh, no, yeah.
With 14 grams of
Yeah.
salt. Give that a nice little.
Perfect.
I know you might be thinking, oh my god, Josh, you're using grams? Well, what if you can't get a scale? It's much cheaper. In the description, which will also be on my website. And yes, we have a website.
Yeah, he's insane with the
Pretty great, and
building.
if you've never been on it, you should probably go. Now, next, start your stand mixer, and yes, this can be done by hand.
What the
Add
fuck?
your
You just build through that
flour,
person.
all the production, let that mix for about 5
No!
minutes. until your
I
dough
just did the
begins to
sickest
turn smooth,
edits!
and
Like,
cook
come
up with
on!
56 grams of unsalted
Please,
salt
where
and
are
pepper.
you?
Mix for another 2 minutes or until incorporated and
Oh my god. Okay,
now,
let's
if
go
you do
back
this
to
by
no
hand, I would actually
builds.
suggest that you replace the butter with vegetable oil and just add it to the flour, then the water. You'll figure
I
it out.
hate
Once your dough is
1v1v1.
nice and smooth, shape it into a ball, place it in a greased bowl, cover with plastic wrap. Oh wow, what a very nice name. And let it rise for 1 hour at room temp or until doubled and from there, degas
Yes,
the dough
babe.
by every last bit of flour. Then divide it into 8
Oh, he's right there too.
balls. Cover your balls with a damp towel and rest for 10 minutes. Then roll those bad boys out into a rectangle that's roughly 7 by 4
I could have
inches.
won
Then start
that.
it alongside, roll it tightly into a log, seal the seam, then roll it all the way out to the ends to taper. Trying not to get it too long, alright? We're not making baguettes here. Pop that onto a baking sheet, lightly dust it
Alright,
with
return to
cornmeal,
lobby.
and repeat with all your little hero roll men. Now, once those bad boys are shaped, cover that with another baking sheet, inverted, wrap it with plastic wrap to prevent any
Fuck!
sort of draft, and let that proof at room temp for 30 minutes. Ding ding, reminder time. Now would be a great time to preheat your oven at 375 Fahrenheit. Now once you're ready, whisk together 1 egg white in 120 milliliters of water until thoroughly combined. You can totally brush this on your bread and it's gonna be great, but if you want to look like a total genius and you happen to have a spray bottle, then pop it in there and spray your dough to coat evenly and lightly with egg wash. Then using a sharp razor, score your dough at a 35-degree angle about 1/4 of an inch deep into the dough. Then pop it in the oven and bake for 15 to 20 minutes. Remove and totally optionally brush with melted butter, then cool on a wire rack until completely cool. Now look, these aren't supposed to look crazy artisanal like we usually do around here. Let's keep them humble. Now we're pretty much ready to cook.
Good
First, let's
cool,
make a quick little mayo
Ready
hot
now.
sauce. Into a small bowl, get 1 cup or 240 grams of mayo. Hit that with about 3 tablespoons or 38 grams of a hot sauce of your choice. I'm using Crystal, but you know, use whatever you like. And you know what? Screw it. Add a little
If
bit of
you want
Worcestershire
Pizza
sauce,
Nova,
about
they
1
close at
tablespoon or 14
11.
grams of it. Give that a whisk, season to taste with salt as needed,
10,
and that's
15.
it. Okay, flat top time. First thing, split a hero roll,
Pizza
leave one side
Nova.
attached, and toast it lightly on a flat top. Then increase that heat to medium-high.
You
Add a
would want
little
Pizza
oil,
Nova,
and add
you
a small
bitch.
handful of sliced onions. This is just the julienne
4,
sweetener.
3,
And half
5,
of a thinly sliced serrano chili.
pizza
Mind you, this is
Nova.
enough for one
4,
sandwich.
3,
So if you
5,
get a bunch, then obviously
Yo, have you ever watched Undercover Boss?
Yeah.
They did one for the Pizza Nova, right?
Mhm.
And
Just order delivery, fuck it.
no. That's just straight up whack. Don't ever suggest that again. So they did it for Pizza Nova, and like the CEO goes into one of the places, and the people know him, right? Like, and from the restaurant, like from the franchise, they're like, "Hey, it's Dominic Venucci, right? Like, it's you, Dominic. What's up, man?" Like, he had the disguise on and everything. He's like, "Yeah, it's me." The show got ruined. They're like, "Yeah, we need a new dough maker or whatever, cheese grater." So yeah, I'll get you that. Like, what else is he gonna say? Show has to be humble.
When I go back to we'll be staying chatting at the dark side and become
Why are we going to Tilton?
I don't know.
Died last time.
There's no builds. We got this. No builds. Let's go.
Is that a tree?
Might even have a pickaxe. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Where are you guys landing?
I landed in one of the buildings that were built by materials.
I have a keg. You guys want to meet me on top of this building? I have a keg.
I'm probably gonna
So
die.
far.
There's somebody in my building.
Yeah, just let me climb up the stairs because I can't get up to you.
Oh my god, Justin.
Too much?
Too much.
Fuck off. I love how you're like too much.
Way too much.
No!
Like, it's excessive.
Is it excessive?
No.
Shut your dirty little mouth.
I have a rift to go.
What do you want on your half of the pizza?
Feta, pineapple, and hot peppers.
Man, I'm tired of your feta and pineapple bullshit.
You know what? I would. Yeah, I know, right? It doesn't matter what I do. Anyways, let me look at their toppings.
No, no. Oh
Shooting someone, Rory?
Yep.
Oh, we're coming.
One down.
Where the fuck is the other one?
Oh, he's coming in.
Oh,
I
there's
just
one
seen him.
right there.
You killed our friend.
Oh, damn! Look out of here! Oh my god,
Oh,
I'm
I did.
low. Oh my god, I'm so low.
Justin, where are you?
He was
Yeah, what the
moving
hell?
the whole time you guys were fighting.
They're
He was
low!
moving.
Oh my god.
We're gonna win this, it's no builds.
Oh boy. Overwatch.
Where are we switching or playing this though?
Oh, I don't care.
What are we doing?
Just don't go to fucking Tilted.
I left.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Okay, get me broccoli, pineapple, and extra cheese.
No.
Preferably cheddar.
You want like too much?
I'll just put the feta and jalapenos on here.
No, I'm joking.
Why'd you leave?
Huh? Cause I got orders pizza and then go.
Okay, I guess we're playing trios.
Turn to lobby.
Hi, can I get an order for pickup?
Get 2 garlic breads and cheese.
289 659